Welcome to Famora. Don't forget to subscribe for more shocking family drama and jaw-dropping stories. They laughed at my ideas, stole my work, and called me weak. Now I control the business they once owned. I've always been the quiet one in my family, the one nobody takes seriously. My older sister Lena flaunts her promotion like a trophy. My brother Jason never misses a chance to point out how I barely keep up. Even my mother smiles at their successes while pretending she doesn't notice me. "Why are you even trying, sweetie?" Mom asked one morning, her tone dripping with pity. "You'll never compete with Lena." I forced a smile, but inside something snapped. "I'm not trying to compete, Mom. I just want my own path." She shook her head and left, leaving me alone with the gnawing feeling of invisibility. I spent years building quietly, skills, knowledge, little investments nobody knew about. They thought I was weak, that I couldn't handle anything. But I was learning, watching, planning. Every insult, every smirk only fueled me. They didn't know me. Not really, and they wouldn't, until I decided it was time they did. It was during the annual family business meeting. A simple gathering, or so I thought. I had prepared a proposal I knew could change everything for me and prove my capability. "Here, I want to show you an idea I've been working on," I said, handing over the documents. Lena leaned back, smirking. "Oh, this? Are you serious? You think this will work?" Jason laughed. "You've always dreamed too big. Leave it to the adults." I felt my chest tighten. Mom and Dad exchanged glances, the same sweetie, maybe next time looks, and then Lena spoke. "Actually, I presented something similar last month." "Your idea isn't original," I froze. Every carefully crafted plan, every hour of work, dismissed in front of everyone. My blood boiled. I opened my mouth, but no words came. Later, alone in my room, I stared at the papers, trembling. They've underestimated me. Every single one of them. The betrayal wasn't just public humiliation. It was personal. Lena had stolen my idea and painted it as her own, and the family, blinded by favoritism, celebrated her. I felt small, invisible, but I also felt something else, a fire igniting deep inside me. This wasn't over, not by a long shot. I spent days locked in my thoughts, replaying the betrayal over and over. I asked myself, should I forgive? Should I let it slide and stay in my place? Or should I fight? I thought about every time I had been ignored, mocked, or underestimated. Every late night when I had stayed up learning skills they assumed I would never use. Every opportunity I had quietly built while they laughed. "I'm not weak," I whispered to my reflection in the mirror. "Not anymore. And I won't stay small." I made a choice. I would rise, but not in a way they could see coming. I wouldn't beg for recognition or lash out in anger. I would take control quietly, strategically, and let the consequences speak for themselves. I reached out to Maya, my old mentor, someone who had always believed in me when no one else did. "You're ready," she said. "But remember, patience is power." "Move carefully," I nodded. This was my moment. I wasn't the same person who had sat silently while my family laughed at me. I had plans, I had skills, and most importantly, I had a fire they couldn't extinguish. Months passed. I worked in secret, investing, learning, and building connections. I started my own project, small at first, but each success made me stronger. One day, I invited Mom and Dad to lunch, pretending it was casual. "So, how's your job going, sweetie?" Mom asked, folding her napkin with that same condescending smile. "I actually just finalized a deal that will bring in over $1 million, I said casually, sipping my coffee. Mom choked on her water. Dad's eyes widened. Lena and Jason didn't know what to say. They had never expected me to succeed like this. I smiled softly. "I guess hard work pays off, even for people who aren't the favorites." They blinked. Confusion. Shock. Embarrassment. Behind the scenes, I had acquired a key property connected to the family business legally and quietly. The documents were in my name. The control I had quietly gained was now undeniable. I held my ground, letting them squirm in silence. No gloating, no screaming, just quiet strength. The power shift had begun. I was finally visible, not because I demanded attention, but because I earned it. Even Jason, always so arrogant, now hesitated before speaking to me. Lena's smirk faded, replaced by a hint of fear. I had proven it. I was no longer the weak one. The moment came during another family meeting. This time, the stakes were mine. "I have something to announce," I said, my voice steady. "The property and business decisions now fall under my management. Any prior claims by family members have been resolved legally." Mom's jaw dropped. Lena's face turned pale. Jason stammered. "You... what? How?" Lena asked. "I quietly secured the documents months ago. You all assumed I was incapable." "You were wrong," I said, meeting each of their eyes calmly. No one could argue. The proof was in front of them. I let them realize their underestimation had consequences. "Sweetie?" "I didn't know," Mom finally said, voice trembling. "I think you did," I replied softly. "But it's okay. I've learned that people only respect strength when they see it, not when it's whispered about behind their backs." They didn't get angry. They didn't yell. They simply absorbed the truth. And that silence, heavier than any argument, spoke volumes. For the first time, I felt vindicated, not through revenge, but through proving my worth. Karma had worked quietly, perfectly. Sitting in my office later, I looked back at the journey. I had been invisible, humiliated, and underestimated. But each insult, each slight, had prepared me for this moment. I didn't relish their shock. I didn't need revenge. I had something better: control over my life, my achievements, and my future. Maya called. "They finally get it, huh?" "Yes," I said, smiling. "And I finally get me." For the first time, I felt free. I had survived betrayal, claimed my strength, and decided my destiny. My family had learned their lesson, but I had gained something even more valuable: myself. Have you ever been underestimated by the people closest to you? And if so, how did you prove them wrong? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more family drama stories. See you in the next video.